shrinker and stretcher stand. I already had the units on the top with the handle, the blue and the gray units. And I made these stands kind of like Chris Paulin's stands in his video. Obviously this is for making like a swoop copper roof standing seam with the shrinker. Or you could use the stretcher here to make like a dormer barrel roof, again out of standing seam copper. And basically just started with the foundation. I used a 2x10. I think it's about 2.5 feet long. Centered up a 2x4 on the center of those. Built sort of like a stud wall kind of thing out of 2x4s. Braced it with the diagonal on each of them. Put a little kick thing with a bolt right there. And then I got an extra 2x4 on the top so this thing can hang over and so that its bolts didn't interfere. See how it's bolted there. And then I just used this, I think this was a, I don't know, 3/16 or something like that, 4 foot long steel rod. And I drilled a hole through this handle with a steel drill bit, which is kind of time consuming. Bent that around there with my vice grip. Bent it through a hole in the 2x4 there. Bent it back down. I put this spring on there, coming up to one of these 2 screws, depending on how tight I want it. And that's pretty much it. So now when I put my foot on it, I can shrink down the metal with a single hand. So I'd be holding the piece of copper right there, putting the lip in, putting the rib in, shrinking it down, and put a radius into it. So the whole thing, the stands probably cost me about $80 of material. Took me about half a day to do. So it's a lot better than buying the $400 setup.